Hello and welcome to day 6 of the 7-day money challenge. For those of you that have not watched the previous 5 days of videos and done the exercises, please stop this video and go back and watch the previous content and do the exercises. That way you will get real value from this video today. For those of you that have followed all the way through, well done. I applaud you for turning up again, for taking the action to change your relationship with money. So today it's all about reframing the mindset from scarcity, lack, not enough, to abundance, where maybe it's not that you're a multi-millionaire, but you are wealthy and you're financially in the position that you aspire to be. Because it's not about achieving the goal today, it's about you putting the steps in place in order for you to achieve your financial goals that you will have worked out what they were on day 5 as part of the exercises. So pat on the back for turning up, pat on the back for showing up for yourself and taking action to do the exercises to help you change that relationship that you may have had with money that was not putting you in the place that you want to be. Okay, so we're going to get cracking. And today, in terms of on day 1, it was all about capturing the fears, the stories, the blocks that you had in relation to money. So you captured all that information. And what we're going to do today is we're going to revisit that information that you captured, and in light of the action that you've taken in the kind of day 2 to day 5, hopefully you're starting to feel proud of yourself for the action, for showing up, for doing the exercises, and for starting to see things from a slightly different perspective than what you might have looked at things on day 1. But what I want you to do, and this is something that we're all, as I've been talking throughout my videos, and if you've been following my content, I truly believe we're spiritual beings choosing to have a human experience. So we are vibrating. We are all made of energy. Everything around us is made of energy, but it vibrates at a different frequency. And this is where money is just energy. You might have an emotive relationship with money. You might think money is bad or money is good, but in actual fact, money is just an enabler. Money is just a facilitation tool. It is energy that flows in and out of your life, just like every breath that you take. It flows in and out and it happens automatically. So if you start thinking of money as energy rather than with the strong emotive thoughts and beliefs that you may have had on day 1, it will change your relationship with it, and it will make you see money from a slightly different perspective. And just because you may have made unwise decisions and choices in the past, that was you in the past. You are a new version of you today. You know more today than what you knew yesterday, and tomorrow you will know more than what you know today. So from that kind of perspective, stop judging, stop criticizing yourself for maybe not moving as fast as you may want or expect yourself to do, or what people around you are saying. You compare and track the progress that you're making. So going back to some of the fears that you may have captured on day 1, I'm just going to sort of like give an example of one of the ones that I sort of quoted. And this is where I don't deserve lots of money. That could be a fear or a belief or a story or a block that you've actually got. Now, if we change that word money for energy, I don't deserve lots of energy. Does that make logical sense? This is where it's becoming aware of the words that we're using, of the meaning that we're associating with the words, and the power that we're giving those words. So making that little subtle change of money to energy, that statement, I don't deserve lots of energy. Challenge it. Is that factually correct? Is that true? No, we're all energy. We're all vibrating. Of course we deserve lots of energy. Now, you may not have a lot of energy because maybe the food and the thoughts and the actions that you're taking are not increasing your vibration, and that is where the steps that you've taken over the previous days and the steps that you're going to continue taking on this journey, because this isn't a one and done. This is you embarking on building this strong house with the strong foundations that we did in day 1 and day 2. Then we built all the walls by putting the kind of practical steps in place, and also figuring out what is our financial money goal and why we want money. Why do we want to spend money? Understanding all that kind of reasons, our motivations behind it. Then now we're in this stage where we're starting to build the roof in this house. And this is all about putting the rafters and getting ready to actually make the ceiling, the roof, watertight. So we've got this kind of structural integrity in the house that we've built, which is our relationship with money. So what I'm inviting you to do is, once this video finishes, go back and look at the stuff that you captured, that you wrote down, that you typed in terms of days 1 exercise that you did. Look at all your fears, look at all the stories, look at all the blocks, and change that word money to energy, and then reflect, how do you feel when you read that statement? Do you feel the same intense feeling that you felt when you said, I don't deserve lots of money? Do you feel differently? Are you going to take different actions as a result of that new kind of perspective, the new way of viewing money, that it's energy, it's an enabler, it's not good or bad, it just is? And if you have a healthier relationship with the meaning associated with money, then you will start taking better actions that are going to progress you and propel you to achieving whatever your financial goals may be. So it's about going back, revisiting the day 1. Now, the other thing that I wanted to sort of share is some more practical tips, that not just looking at your fears and your blocks and your stories, but it's about practicing gratitude, because you've shown up for 6 days in a row. You've taken the time to tune in and watch me share some of my kind of expertise in the kind of finance space, trying to provide you with some practical tools and exercises to shift that mindset. And for some of you, this might be the first time that you're actually doing it. So be grateful that you gave yourself the permission, you prioritized you, and you accepted the fact that this is an area that you want to improve on. And there is lots of resources that will enable you to do it, but you start with gratitude. Be grateful that you took the time, you prioritized you turned up, you did the exercises. And if you didn't do all the exercises, go back, rewatch the videos and do the exercises. No one's stopping you. It is only you that's stopping you. But start from that place of gratitude. Because if you're grateful for being alive by showing up for yourself, then you will also be grateful for the actions that you're taking, for the lessons that you're learning, because it is all trial and error at the end of the day. The other thing that I've mentioned in a few previous kind of videos is stop comparing yourself to others. What others have or don't have doesn't matter. What matters is what you're thinking, what you're believing, what your mental self-chatter is, what you're feeling in your body. What do you feel when you look at your bank account? What do you feel when you're having to go and spend money? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling happy, content? Are you feeling indifferent? It's just money flowing in and out of my bank account. I don't need to worry about it. I don't need to stress about it. Or are you actually feeling strong emotions, And that's when you need to start tracking and comparing and monitoring how you felt, how you acted yesterday versus how you're acting today. Compare yourself with you, but not with others, because no, you are unique. Your life circumstances are unique to you. There might be multiple things that are similar with other people. You might live in the same neighborhood as other people, but they've got different jobs, they've got different life circumstances, different lifestyles. So it's not about comparing, it's about you being content and happy within yourself and seeing the progress that you're actually making. So it's, instead of focusing on the negatives, see how far you've come, see the progress that you've made. And I can see that you've actually turned up 6 days in a row. So that is something for you to feel proud of, and for you to take, encourage yourself and empower yourself to keep doing this. Embrace this wealth building mindset. And this is all about making wiser choices, knowing what money you've got in the bank account, knowing what you're planning on spending, making better choices in terms of how you're going to pay for that spend that you're going to incur. Are you going to use good debt? Are you going to reduce any debt that you've got? Are you going to focus on investing to catapult your savings to maximize the kind of wealth growth? Because at the end of the day, if you actually just put money in the bank, even if interest rates were to remain at 4%, which the chances are they're probably not, they're going to reduce over the next couple of years, the growth that you're going to get is going to be compounded, but it's going to be at the 4% or less. Where if you were to invest that, whether it is gaining new skills, educate yourself, learn new things that you can then earn and increase your income capacity, or that you invest the money. And this is where you can use content on YouTube to sort of give you some educational information that is free, and then you can actually take that to the next level if you so desire. So embrace this kind of wealth building mindset. Then surround yourself with financially positive influencers. If your friends in your circle and the people that you sort of are associating with most of the time are all in the same situation as you, that you're always complaining about money, that you don't have money, that you're always in that negative kind of spiral and mindset and chatter and behaviors, then you're just doing that insanity thing that Einstein talks about. You keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. No, you need to change. Do what Marissa says. Go out and change your thinking. Change the thoughts and the chatter that you're having, and then that will change your feelings and it will change your actions. You watching this video is proof that you're wanting to make a change. You wouldn't be sitting here watching me for more than 12 minutes if you genuinely didn't want to make a change in your relationship with money. So surround yourself with content creators on YouTube that are sharing advice, tips and hints. And there's lots of people. Just because I'm a qualified accountant and I've done this for years, I've made poor decisions when it's come to money, and it's all come back to the kind of limiting beliefs and mindset that I had growing up. Money doesn't grow on trees. Don't be greedy. Don't earn too much money. And those beliefs kept me stuck. I had a ceiling. There was only so much income that I could generate. And then when I even broke that ceiling and earned more money, I ended up giving it away. I wasted it. I gave money to people when I should have invested it. I should have taken better care of it. But because I didn't value myself and my self-worth, I didn't think that I deserved to keep that money. So even if you won the lottery today, unless you've got a healthy relationship with money where you actually see it as energy flowing in and out of your life, and that you take care of it, that you don't just discard it and sort of think, oh, it doesn't matter, then of course it's going to flow out. But then on the other hand, what you don't want to do is hoard it and keep it in bank accounts and you never spend. You never get to experience the richness of life and the experiences that you may want to travel and see and things that you may want to have. It's about getting that right balance, but you know what your financial goals are. So a lot of content on YouTube, and then there is this whole kind of premise of using affirmations, and a few of them is I attract wealth, I love money and money loves me. That's one of the kind of mantras that I had for a number of years. You can come up with your own affirmations that resonate with you. But there was a course that I sort of like, a webinar that I watched at the weekend, and it was from Mindvalley, one of the largest educational platforms in the world. And one of the kind of topics that they sort of covered was lofty questions. And this is it. Us as innate problem solvers, we want to find solutions to problems, obstacles and challenges that we're faced to. It's just an innate human primal, I can't even think of the word, a primal, it's part of our primal makeup. And if you ask a question, then your brain will go into, whether it's your conscious or your subconscious, they'll work together to try and find an answer to that question, find a solution to it. So this is where Christy Marie Sheldon has got these kind of lofty questions, and what you sort of like put out into the universe is questions like the following, and I'm just going to rattle off a few and you can come up with your own. And it's amazing how your resourcefulness and your problem solver will kick in to find answers, and the creativity and imagination will kick in. Why do I have more money than I need? Why is my income increasing every day and every year? Why am I so good at managing, keeping and multiplying money? And one of my favourite ones, why do I generate avalanches of money into my life to fulfill all my desires and visions? What is yours? What lofty question could you ask to shift your mindset around money? And this is where we're at the stage where you've done 6 days worth of exercises. You're going to go and revisit day 1, change that money to energy, see how you feel, what resonates for you. And then tomorrow, we're going to do a visualization exercise that's going to bring all of this together. And I'm hoping that you're finding value in these videos, and that you're showing up for yourself and feeling proud of the action that you're taking. So until tomorrow, go out and seize the day. Do the exercise for day 6. And remember, there's always choices in life, so choose wisely. Until tomorrow, bye.